looks like we are live now. I always wonder if I go live right before I hit go live on one button, or if I go live when I hit streaming. I need to figure that out. Stream status excellent. I feel like today should data should go through really well, because everybody should not be watching me. They should be outside playing in the sun, getting some vitamin D finally. I don't know where you guys are all from, but here in Washington we've had cold. We legit actually had like hail and snow like just a couple weeks ago, and now it's hot. Like a few weeks ago we were thinking, like, my girlfriend always likes it hotter than it needs to be. Like, oh, she needs to get a heating blanket. And now I'm like, I need to go pick up AC or add AC to my system. So, okay. I'm gonna pull up some stuff from this week. I don't know why I just expect nobody to be here today, because it is just so nice out. It's gorgeous. I had my oh yeah, and then I've got to wait another hour and a half. I had had Costco do the white glove service, deliver a new TV. And then, oops, wrong button here. And then I was like, I thought I paid for white gloves, but maybe I read something wrong. The guys just like dropped it off. So now they got to come back and do that. All right. All right. So if you guys have any questions at all, or anything you want to specifically talk about, let me know in chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to go through some of the questions that I had during the week. There's one thing that I need to take a little bit more time than I've had to do, just talking about when I'm rolling out spreads and how to deal with it if the underlying is below your short strike price. And I can talk about what my thought process is, and if you've watched me long enough, you kind of know what it is, right? It's basically any time I'm uncomfortable, I'm rolling that bugger out, to where I consider safe, to where there's another event happening, or just further out down the road. With the last few weeks, you saw I kept several spreads on that were in the money and were going to be clear losers, but that was because I knew production was coming up, I knew deliveries was coming up, and I know that we have earnings coming up, so all that stuff is fine. 100% I totally could be wrong, but I feel like this week, or this coming week, should be pretty up, and I think I've got it pretty spot on so far. But essentially, what I thought was I wasn't going to see below 720. We didn't see below 720, and that would be kind of a slow rise this week. Next week, I see a rise, maybe we'll have some crazy uptimes, and then right after earnings, because my feeling is there's an expectation for Tesla to have something crazy in their back pocket. Like, they expect them to go, here's earnings, and by the way, we're rolling out the $25,000 car next week. Well, that hasn't happened in a while, and then when that doesn't happen, just because earnings are only good or only beat, it seems like after that it'll go down a bit. So that's fine. I'm much more happy in this range where it's in than when it was super high. So if it happened to rocket up to 900 or something like that, I'd be way, way, way more uncomfortable selling any spreads like closer to the money. So I'm very satisfied where it's at, and it gives us more time to buy more shares at a decent price. My broker closed my position all the time for high risk. How can I fix that? Which brokerage? And you probably can't. A lot of them are doing it to protect you. So I experienced like the hugest frustration with that. I had one that I played and I didn't realize that was going to happen. I played something just based on like an end of the day thesis, and then I was watching the underlying. Yeah, Robinhood will do that. And then I was like, yeah, like I hit it, and they had closed it for a loss, and I was so pissed. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So yeah, they're just going to do that. There's no disabling it, no changing it. Some brokerages, you can tell them, hey, I don't mind the risk. Don't automatically close anything for me. But Robinhood, 100%, they always will. And there's no undoing that. And for some stuff, it just sucks. I mean, that's why I can't say I don't at all, but I rarely let anything expire anymore because I just don't want them messing with it. I want to be in control of my positions unless something is super far out of the money. And the thing that sucks is that they just say like, oh, we'll close it if we think it's risky, but they don't. I haven't seen anything that defines exactly what that is. Like, what does that mean? So I don't know if there's like a percentage where they automatically close it or not, but it definitely could be frustrating. So most of those things I just close, roll. But was it something that was like super close to like in the money, but you're still winning kind of situation? And did them closing it, did that like lose your profit or whatever? Like, hey Jacob, what are my thoughts on weekly SPY, Dow, put credit spreads? Probably pretty smart. I've been opening a SPY. I don't think I've said it, but I've been opening a SPY every month, like monthlies, and I've been opening them at the money every month, which gets you about 40% premium. So, but I think those are pretty good. I mean, obviously, like with the overall trend, you'll definitely win more than you lose. They're less volatile. They're not susceptible to just, bad news on one stock. I mean, of course, we could get bond rates or something like that, something going on that moves them. But I mean, like the overall trend on those should be pretty dang good. And I'm sure there's literally millions of people who play the SPY spreads. Just like the weeklies, I don't know exactly how much it is, but I don't feel like it's like there's never enough premium. I can't say never, but almost never enough premium in them for me. But at least you can play them with $100, or $100. You can play those like really small spreads. I did play some what was I playing on those broken wing butterflies on SPY for a little while. Those all ended up successful. No, that was the one that Robinhood closed on me at first, because I was playing. That's when I stopped doing it. It was broken wing butterflies on the SPY, and they were weeklies every single week. I was doing those for the longest time, and then they closed it at a loss, and those are like almost always winners. That's what bit me. That's funny. Do I recommend starting out on ETFs first? I don't make any recommendations. But it's like whatever you're comfortable with. ETFs are just going to be, they're more stable than a single stock. So you're, at the end of the day, like just the market is 100% fair. It's fair. So you're going to get less premium, but you're more likely to win. And it also depends on the ETFs. I mean, the big names, those are pretty simple to do. And all of this, like back tested for the last year, is going to look phenomenal. And we're starting to get into a little bit lower volatility here. I haven't even, I think the last one, let me look, because I did open, I opened one up yesterday or the day before on SPY. So I do them a little bit, and then I almost feel silly because I have tens of thousands of dollars in Tesla put credit spreads, and then I play the SPY for $100 to try to get like $20 premium. And it's like my fluctuation in my account will be $500, like a tick, like a second. But it's pretty good consistent money. So I can show you the ones that I have. Let's see, am I in the way? No, yes I am. Yeah, you can't see those. I'll flip-flop because you guys probably don't need to see chat. Let's see, that one. So let's see, we have, where's our SPYs? So I open this 405, 406 at the money. And so you can see for $100 collateral, I got 40 cents, or $40. So that was 40%. That's a 40% winner there. And overall, the SPY is going up. I mean, it just is. We'll have our bad weeks and our bad days, but long term, where's that next one I opened? Stupid desktop version. I don't know how to use this stuff. Let's see, well, 4 should be 520. It's a monthly. There we go, 521. So I opened up 416, 415. I opened that up at the money, but that was only like, that's only a 36. So 30%, 36 return on 36% return on my collateral, and you know, SPY's going up. SPY just goes up. We look at that long-term chart. I mean, they can have cool little dips, but you know, overall, over long term, not much. What's up, Steven? How you doing? You're probably happy to be home, I'd imagine. Good for you. I hate shopping. I don't mind buying stuff at all. I don't mind spending the money, but I hate shopping. You're a much better man than I am. My girlfriend complains about that. It's like, you go shopping. Yes. Oh, yeah, running after kids sounds more fun. But if you opened up like SPY at the money, my theory is if you opened up SPY at the money, put credit spreads, month out, 40% premium, if you're right 2 out of 3 times, and according to this chart, it looks like you'd probably be right 2 out of 3 times, then that's 20% on your investment over the year. So just got back, yeah, so the SPY, yeah, 3 to 5% return. Yeah, and those are solid. I don't know how far out of the money you're doing them too. I mean, if you do them far enough out of the money, it's like free money. So you can be, well, 3%. I guess you have to be right almost every single time. You can be wrong, what, once a year, twice a year maximum. I guess you can also roll them out. So here's my question. What are you going to do when they go against you? Are you just going to close them out, take a loss, or are you going to roll them? I'm not sure what I would do. I know what I would do. I'm curious as to what you do, like if you already have a plan for it. So me, if it went against me, I would just close it out and I would go back to Tesla because it's such a little thing. This one, like the other one, I opened up 5. How many did I open up? Oh, I just opened up like a couple on this one. You'd roll them. Pretty far out of the money. And you close them for, okay, gotcha. It's so funny because I'll make those little tiny plays and then I just know they're not relevant to my overall, like all my plays, and I'll just close them out. It's like, yeah, I don't think I want to play this anymore. That's where it'd be nice to have, that's where Tasty Works is really nice, because you can kind of keep a chain going, but to almost like separate that out, kind of like a dividend account, right? Like in my Robinhood, in this account, cool, I get some dividends. Actually, we got some pretty nice ones coming. We got what, 100 and, let's see, AT&T is coming up. Where's my dividend? $136. Like, that's pretty cool to me. Every quarter getting 100 and some bucks, and then I buy some more shares. But with this account size, like, you don't see it, so that's why I have my other dividend account to where I can actually see that grow. I think there's 13,000 or so in that one now, so it's cool to see it to, you know, grow from like $8,000 to $13,000. But on this, I mean, I can lose $10,000 in a day on my plays or go up $10,000. So that $136 I'm really not going to see. And then I was excited to see, I don't know if any of you guys own Tapestry at all. That was another one that they just started. I think it was Tapestry. Or no, Gap. Gap started paying dividend. And I don't know if they did in the past, because I only bought it because it was super on sale, cheap during the low point. But we got $72. That's a couple $100 worth of dividends, and that's once a quarter. That's not bad. That's an extra $1,000 a year. I only bought Gap because Kanye West got in. Like he got offered a whole bunch of shares, good equity. So. What do you pay for this? Oh, I hate the mobile. I can't even see you. How do I see what I paid for this? You guys could probably see it. Well, I paid like, it looks like half price, whatever it is, $16. Oh, my average cost. It's always right in front of my face. Yeah, $16 for my Gap, and now they're giving dividends, so that's pretty cool. You did 2 weeks buying in DIA. So do you let them, when you're doing those, do you let them expire like every 2 weeks and then just open up new ones, or do you roll them? Or okay, you roll them. So do you wait till like the last day, or kind of keep them a couple weeks out? Like on mine, I've been waiting till a week out, and then I roll them out one more week, just because that last week seems to have very, very little premium left, unless the underlying moved or hasn't moved at all. But most, for the past while, it's been moving quite a bit. Steven, I have a lot of cash on the sidelines waiting for IV to go up. So you're gonna wait until it goes up and then start selling. It's funny because I know statistically it's when IV is low that debit spreads are more successful, but that's because of probably exactly what we experienced a few weeks ago or a couple months ago, when everybody was just having red day after red day. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. How can I fix that? Oh, actually, I'm actually pretty lucky that I'm actually streaming over like the T-Mobile 5G, because today I went outside and the actual cable that goes from the pole down to my house snapped like across a main street. It was just like laying in the street, but I don't have anything connected with cable anymore. It's all it's all this. All right, let's see. So Lynn Joe, not sure if it's just me. No, it's totally me. No, it's 100% mine. I was thinking about that, so hopefully it's not. Let me see. They say it's like freezing terribly. It actually is giving me a warning saying it's freezing pretty badly right now. So I'm probably just gonna start doing this instead of in the middle of the day when all the kids are around in the neighborhood and area playing on their 5G video games and all that stuff. I'll probably just do them like super early, which I actually like super early anyways. And then it's like kind of morning for a lot of people, and they're probably not in the middle of the day chasing kids around the shopping mall or whatever. Yeah, it's 100% me. Plus, it's hot. It's just getting so hot out now. Yeah, if it's just like super screwy or whatever, yeah, I'll just stop doing it in the day. And since I moved, my internet is definitely worse, and it sucks because there's not a whole lot of options. And I just got one less option since my cable literally got knocked out of the side of the road, or knocked off of the side of the house. So, but anyways, curious for the covered calls. Would it be better if you just let them expire worthless and just sell another one? It depends on, like, you'd have to back test it to see exactly which one would be better, but I'm looking at most of the time that there's not much left. Like, the reason I'm rolling them out is because I want to keep most of my stocks. That's another big thing for me. So there's some that I want to get rid of that I don't really care, but the majority of the stocks that I sell covered calls on, I want to keep, and I want a little bit more intrinsic or extrinsic value there, so I'm able to roll them. And yeah, probably 90% of them. I only want to get rid of BNGO. I did get assigned on UWM, United Wholesale Mortgage. I got assigned on those, so I bought those for $10 a share. So I will immediately turn around and I'll sell calls like not even out of the money probably, or not very far out of the money, super cheap, just so I can get rid of those. Baller says Rolls Royce update. Rolls Royce. I had made $500 on Rolls Royce. Now, I think I might be losing on Rolls Royce. I kind of got bored of talking about it. Come on. I lost a penny. Oh my God. I'm down $15 on Rolls Royce. But unlike many of you, I own Rolls Royce. So at least I can say that. I still think it'll be good for 2023. I think there's a lot of better stuff though. That's just fun to own and not. I mean, it hasn't moved as much as Doge or something like that. I really actually want to do a video specifically on Rolls Royce. I did take the time to watch their earnings or listen to their earnings call and kind of go through everything. So I think they actually do have some pretty decent upside to them, but it's not, it's not this stock will 5x your money in 7 days. Nope. I wish I understood your rolling out strategy, Linjo Global. I wonder what part you don't understand. You'd have to come to a live stream and we could talk back and forth until you understood it. Oh, nice. What do you get? Joe purchased Do any of you guys own some Doge? Or is it just me? I think I lost most of my Doge gains. How much is Doge right now? I had to buy a little bit. I don't really care to own Dogecoin. 29 cents. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. So I had to buy some. My girlfriend said, she's like, you have to buy some to support me in the fact that I own it. So I bought $1,000 worth at 25 cents. 2,556. So I am not rich like her. She got hers at 5 cents. So. Up a cool 600%. God, I know. You know, Jacob, there's like so many things I sold. I like my free stock. My free stock was Blink, like whatever it was, a $2 stock or $3 stock at the time. That was my free stock for joining Robinhood. And then I bought more. I was like, well, this is stupid to own one stock of anything. So I bought 99 more. And then I don't think it moved or went down a few cents. And I was like, oh, I don't really care about this, and sold it. And now what is Blink? I've looked at a few that I owned. Like 100 shares of something that was a couple bucks. Yeah, $36. And let's see. Where's my history? Oh, maybe because it was last year now. But yeah, I got it when it was like $1.66, owned 100 shares, and now could have had that. Sucks. Oh well. You learn. I still don't see these EV networks. I mean, the actual charging networks being good at all. I think they'll make some money on part of it for the actual installation when it's government supplemented. But I don't know, like where you guys live, or if you ever see those charging stations or anything. I never see anybody there. I don't think it's going to be that great. And it sucks compared to charging on Tesla's network with the Tesla. I mean, most EVs are Teslas. And you roll up and plug in, and that's that. Everything else is taken care of. Those ones you're like, make an account, do your credit card thing, put your adapter on, and all that stuff. Kind of suck. I watched the video by Sandy Moreau. He went for a drive in the new Volkswagen. He's like, if this is the Tesla's competition, they have no problem. Like he could barely figure out how to use the thing. The guy's an engineer. Maybe that works against him a little bit. Actually, what time is it? Let's see. All right, I'm gonna look through some more comments. I've only got about another 20-30 minutes or something like that here today, just because the TV guys are gonna come back and actually do their white glove thing and unbox and set up the TV, which I could do myself. But the only bad reviews were getting like broken TVs delivered, and I just don't want a big ass TV to have to like haul back and exchange and all that stuff. So I just wanted them to unbox it, make sure it's not broken, pretty much, and then I'll go mount it. You guys all have your spreads ready for next week's Tesla earnings, or do you have positions ready? I'm excited. I've got I can't remember all what I said in the videos this week, but I've got, obviously, play a little bit of Tesla. But I've got a bunch of these debit spreads. So some that we're actually up on, these 800, 805s. Average of 60 cents a piece for those, and some 890, 900s. I'm just looking for those to go pretty crazy. Oh, and this A10 call. I wanted, yeah, I probably won't end up doing it, but this was super cool. So this is a call I bought naked on Tesla, right? It's an A10 call. I was expecting the upside after the production thing, so I bought this thing, $425. And then I did that video where I turned it into something free, and I sold the call against it, that 850. I sold that call for 900, I can't remember, 900 and some bucks. So basically it turned into a debit spread, and I collected $900. I paid $425 for this one. So it net paid me like $500 to have this debit spread. As soon as, like, during the week, since Tesla kind of went down a little bit, on Friday, the very last thing that I did, it was down, well, like maybe it was an hour before close. That 510 call went from 900 that I sold it for down to 175. So I bought it back at 175. So now I still have a naked 810, which I'm super excited about. So depending on what happens next week, which I'm thinking we're gonna have some craziness, but again, I don't know, never know. So I expect this thing to pop up again, so I can rinse and repeat. So I've already taken. Did I get all my money out of it? I think pretty close. But either way, I have like under $100 into this now. So that should be pretty cool. I'm excited. Like this thing could turn into a couple grand pretty easily. Actually waiting on my spreads. I have spreads expiring the 30th. And after earnings, I'll open up spreads, depending on what Tesla is. Hope it dips so I can buy some more. Maybe if it runs up, it'll pull back. I'm fairly confident if it runs up, it'll pull back. It's just what it does. I know, like earnings is just scary because, like you said, you don't know which way it's gonna go. So that's why I'm choosing to do a whole bunch of like those really cheap debit spreads, like the one I did last week, $11 into, I don't know, whatever it turned into, $100. So I'm playing them really cheap, but at least it gives me something if it happens to pop. Besides, I mean, I guess I own a couple hundred shares, so that's something too. But it's like I don't want to sell any calls against my shares just in case there's some crazy announcement. Probably be smart to sell calls on, or even a call debit spread or call credit spread right after earnings. But who knows? I'm excited to hear about it. Let me see if there's anything else we need to go through. Eric opens some Tesla 640, 635s, expiring 5.7. Nice play. Yeah, $100 out of the money. Easy peasy. Oh, I meant to write something about this too. He would ask me what I thought about buying 850 calls and selling 880s for next week. That's a very risky but high reward. I mean, that's could be a $3,000 play, but it's probably pretty cheap, especially if you waited until Friday to do it. What do I think about Nuan stock? I have no idea. Nuan. What is Nuan stock? I don't even have my ill prepared today. Nuance communication. I don't know anything about it. Oh, and then next week, or wait, is Is it next week? So not next week, but the following week, I'll probably get to actually stream during my market hours. So the place where I got my first vaccine, they have to close on Saturdays, which I got it Saturday last time, so they're pushing me out a few days, which will be on a Tuesday. And so I'll get it Tuesday, and then I have the following 2 days off just in case I need recovery, because people I know got pretty beat up from it. So maybe we can do some stuff during the day, or I'll just play video games. I actually, when everything was still shut down for me, that's what I would do. I'd play video games, and then on my side screen, I would literally have Thinkorswim up, and I would day trade while playing video games. And sometimes I would leave my teammates needing my help. It's just making some money right now is a little bit more important. Boy, the stream is just not doing well. Struggling today. Well, if you guys don't have anything, and since the stream is sucking, and since it's really nice outside, I think I'm going to probably get going a little bit early today. Maybe you guys all know what you're doing now. See if there's anything else from the week that seems interesting. I think my stream is just lagging so bad it's probably unwatchable too. And what happened to Chow's predictions? I want to make a video. Top 5 ways to turn 500 into $1 million. Dog, well then, all right guys, I don't even know if you can hear me or if the stream is so crappy that you can't see or hear anything. Love you guys. Thank you for stopping by, spending this whole half an hour with me. We'll definitely see you during the week. I'm super excited for this week coming up. It's should be pretty hot one way or the other. So watch me live vicariously through me. Don't make any stupid plays. Let me make them, please. So we'll either actually, like next week, literally either I'm gonna be up $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 or pretty far down. So I guess unless Doge goes to like $10 over the weekend, then again I'll retire. All right, love you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Go outside, go play.